Okay, well, we're definitely happy with our last victory. I thought that was a game we needed to win. Coming off a tough loss, our guys worked extremely hard throughout the course of the week. We were on edge a little bit. We understood that we needed to come back and respond, and to see our guys respond and our coaches respond in that manner, to play that well in the first half was just great to see. So I'm happy with the effort that we had in that game, and it was a great all-around team win. And now we're moving on to the main gist of the season, which is our conference play, which in our opinion is going to be tough every week. You know, it's a very balanced league, and obviously when you start with Rice, even though we've already played La Tech, when you start with Rice, once we get into these main conference games at their place, a team that has a lot of history. 2 years ago they won the conference. Coach Bailiff's done a great job. They won their bowl game big last year. And when you watch them on video, these guys play extremely hard, and they're well coached. Those are the two main things you see: is the effort is always there, and they're well coached. So, you know, our track record last year was not good on road conference games. I believe we were 1-3. So this is an important game for us, and we've got to do everything we can to try to win.
4 games in, are you guys about where you want to be?
Well, I feel good about the progress we've made, and you know, each week is a different week, and you try to improve upon the things that you screwed up and that you didn't do well. I think we've done that. I think we've addressed that. Now we've got to continue to be the hungriest team, and to work extremely hard, and realize in order to win from here on out, it's going to be a 4-quarter battle, and we've got to do all the small things. So, you know, we've got to have a great week of practice and find a way to win this one.
Talk about what you guys did on defense a little bit with the auto calls and trying to have some pace there.
Well, you know, it's something we've talked about for a long time, and I'm a big believer in. And, you know, the one thing I want to make sure that we do on defense is get lined up. And, you know, with all the offenses in the country going to tempo, to me, there's no reason the defense can't go to tempo, which means when the play's over, I want to be or attempt to be lined up before they are in a certain call. And we went to that this past week, where it was an automatic call that we were going to be lined up in as soon as the play's over. And if they happened to line up fast, at least we had the call in, we knew it, and we weren't going to give up anything cheap. And I think then when they slow down, then we can adjust and change to a different call. But I think that's extremely important nowadays, is you can't give up something easy. Really, being on offense, really that's what you try to do when you go fast, is try to get a cheap play, something when they're not lined up or don't have the call or don't cover down. So it's important that we did that. The other thing we worked hard on was tackling, you know, tackling in open space, finding ways to get guys down. And sometimes that's a normal form tackle, or sometimes if you're playing a big back that's strong and physical, you may have to go low and may have to tackle in that manner. So there's different ways to do that, and we worked on that. And then I wanted to be not soft in coverage. I mean, I wanted to challenge routes, and I wanted to make sure that they were going to earn everything they got. And if they beat us deep or they beat us versus press coverage, that's fine. So I think we worked hard on that. Our coaches had a great plan. Our players executed it, and to see us play well throughout the game, but definitely in the first half, I was very happy with.
As far as Rice, how about the challenges?
Well, like I said, Rice, you can watch them on video, and one thing that stands out is they play hard, and they play extremely hard each and every week, and they're very well coached. So I think, you know, defensively, they're going to challenge things, and their effort really is the main thing that they're good at, you know, on offense, they're going to spread you out, and the quarterback can run around and make plays. And, you know, we're just going to have to really do what we do well. On defense, not give up plays, be good in special teams, and just be solid in all 3 segments in order to win.
What do you feel the run game is at this point?
Well, I think we're getting better. You know, if you look at our team, you know, we've got a good quarterback, we've got good receivers, we've got a good tight end. You know, our job is to score points, however that is. I think DeAndre Furby's continuing to progress. He's a strong physical runner. We're trying to make sure we do things he's good at as well, and get him downhill, and you know, hopefully get Ace back in the mix here soon, and the other runners that we have behind him have to get better. But, you know, we've got to be balanced. I think when teams start to play the pass, we've got to be able to run the ball. And, you know, balance to me is being able to do both, and that's based on what you're seeing defensively. But, you know, we've got to continue to work on that, but I do like the progress we've made.
Ace still a game time decision?
He is. I'm hopeful that he can go this week. We'll see how he progresses this week. It's still too early to tell, but I'd like to have him out there.
Nick Norris, can you talk about just the role he's played in this team? I guess how dangerous he is as a weapon?
Well, I like Nick Norris. He's a guy that works hard in practice. He kind of gives us a few different things. He's got some quickness in open space. He can shake you in the open field. He's not a big target, but he's a guy that you got to get him the ball and let him kind of do his thing and run and get yards. And I think the last couple of weeks we've done a good job of that, and he's done a good job of catching the ball and getting yards after the catch. So, he's going to continue to improve. I think the first week of the season he didn't play as good as he wanted to, and he understood that, and we did as well. But since then he's worked hard, he's gotten better, and he's a guy we got to have.
I know a lot of the players, I think just about all of them after the game Saturday said they practiced pissed off all week for the game on Saturday. Is that a mentality they can have every week, or is that easier to do when you're coming off a loss?
Well, the head coach was ticked off as well, and kind of we tried to set that tone, but our players bought in, and obviously you can't use the same motto every week, but when you come off a tough loss, I wanted our guys to not be happy, and I wanted our guys to understand that we lost, but we could have won, and we didn't do the things necessary to win, and we need to be angry about that. And our guys responded well. They did have a great week of practice. That's one thing I can credit our team is they've got great character and they work hard and they love the game of football, and that's all you can ask. So now we've got to go on to a new challenge. We played well, especially in the first half, so we've got to respond in a different way. I think knowing that we're going into conference play, that we weren't good on the road last year, that now this are the games that matter, that's what you got to sell to the team. And at the same time, we did the small things last week. We got back to the basics. We got to do that again and try to carry that over.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys.